Protect your work surface area with a flexible self-healing mat. This mat will protect your tabletop from sharp cuts, gouges, and dents. It also serves as a handy measuring tool. A personal paper trimmer is an essential tool for any card maker. It has a blade that runs along the track to cut your paper straight. Along the bottom you have your ruler measurements. Slide your paper under the track, keeping it flush along the lower ledge. This will ensure a straight right angle cut. There's no need to pre-measure, just slide your paper to the appropriate measurement, again keeping it flush to the bottom. Apply pressure on the blade and pull down straight towards you. This will give you a nice straight cut. For larger pieces of paper, our paper trimmer has a slide-out ruler. Place your paper under the track, snug it up to the top ledge, and make your measurement. Press firmly on the blade and push it up towards the top of your paper trimmer for a straight, even cut. To change the blade on our paper trimmer, simply slide it to the top where the track widens. Push it through, careful not to touch the blade as it is very sharp. This is a scoring blade that we will use on all of our card projects. Simply press it back into the same place and slide it along. A scoring blade works essentially the same as your cutting blade, only instead of cutting your paper, it indents it. This indent ensures your card has a nice, crisp fold. This is a paper crimper, and it's used to add dimension to your paper. The handle is where you squeeze, and this is where you put your paper in. You want to make sure you don't put your paper too far in, or this part won't get crimped. When you put it in, you want to squeeze the handle just slightly and spin away from you. This gives your paper a corrugated look. Metallic rub-ons are great for highlighting your paper. The tool that you use to apply it with is your fingertip only. Gently rub your fingertip into the metallic rub-ons, and then you can apply it on top of your corrugated piece. You can see how the highlight picks up on the ribbed edge. When paper tearing, you want to make sure you hold the paper in your non-dominant hand, and with your dominant hand and your index finger and your thumb, pull the paper towards you. This brings out the fibers in the paper. You can see that this paper is solid core. This paper has a white background to it, so it's going to paper tear slightly different. Again, as you tear towards you, use your fingers as a guide. You can see that it brings up the white paper instead of the solid core color. This pattern paper looks like it's a different color on both sides, but it actually has a white core to it. When you tear, again, you can see the white core comes to the front. Vellum is a little bit different to tear with, as it has a very distinct grain. This is tearing with the grain, and you can see how easy it is. When you flip the paper and tear against the grain, it wants to tear in different directions, so you need to go a little bit slower and guide it a little bit more with your fingers. You can give your cardstock paper the leather look by crumpling it up into a tiny ball. The more crumples you have, the more you're breaking down the fibers and giving the paper a little bit different look. When you open it up, if it doesn't have enough creases, just fold and bend a little bit more. To complement this effect, we can use metallic rub-ons. This will highlight our folds and ridges. We've crumpled this pink piece of paper, and as you can see, it has a white core to it. We're going to use a sanding block, and we're going to distress our paper, lightly pressing down and pulling off the pink layer to expose the white paper underneath. This is a great way to alter our paper and give it a different look. This is a tape runner, and we will use this on our project to give us a nice, clean, precise adhesive strip. Simply press down and pull it towards you. Double-sided foam tape is great for adhering two pieces of material together. Because of its thickness, it also adds dimension to your projects. It is excellent for adhering to uneven surfaces. Glue dots are a great way to bond together materials other than paper. Essentially, it is a dot of glue that is very sticky. Take your embellishment and press it down onto the glue dot. Pull the embellishment back and you'll see that the glue dot has transferred to the back side of your embellishment. Now it's ready to adhere. The glue stick is another general purpose adhesive which is great for all of your projects. These are your common brads and they're great for fastening your papers together. You can also get decorative brads that are fun for embellishments on your cards. Attaching a brad is easy. For this you'll need a 1/16 hole punch. Punch a hole in the desired spot and then take your brad and push it from front to back through your paper. Flip your paper over and separate the prongs on the back. Another way to pierce a hole for your brad is with a tool called an awl. Simply press it through your paper using your mouse pad as a backing. This will create a hole so that you can set a brad in places where your handheld punch just won't reach.